Hey there, positive managers. I was thinking that if you're anything like me, you're feeling pulled in a million directions at once and not able to focus your attention on what really matters, the time you need to manage your employees' performance and develop yourself. So I've written a module for you called Schedule Your Way to Success, where I'll set out how you can work smarter and, while doing so, zero in on your own superpowers and set yourself up to be spending more time working in your genius zone. Because with this program, you'll not only be igniting your employees' engagement and impacting your organization's productivity and profitability, you'll be setting your own career on an entirely new course. There are two types of scheduling that I want to talk about in this module. The first is how you spend your day, and the second is what needs to happen between now and the time this program ends 4 months from now to hit our goal together of you positively managing both yourself and your employees. So let's talk about how you spend your day. The truth is that in today's world, time and attention are the most valuable resources on the planet, both yours and your employees. Because with your time and attention, you can either be an effective thought leader and manager of people, or you can spin in circles, going nowhere fast. And I'm here to help you be the thought leader that you're truly meant to be, because it's my core belief that you can be an incredible leader. But that doesn't happen just by having a big vision or a dream. It happens based on how you choose to spend every minute of every day. Darren Hardy wrote a book called The Compound Effect, based on the idea that small actions, whether that's good habits or bad, add up to a serious amount of time over the course of your life. A serious amount of time that can be used to create the team and career you imagine, or be wasted on things that don't support you and our positively managing message, which again is to manage with certainty, to leave no room for doubt. So if you've ever told yourself, I'm too busy, or I don't have enough time, the truth is you do. You have as much time as all of the wildly successful managers out there. There is no acceptable excuse. Business trainer Susan Evans, in her typical crass way, says that everybody has kids and cancer. And what she means is that everybody has the same potential and the same problems. And it's based on you, whether you want to pay more attention to the potential or to the problems. Who do you know who doesn't commit to anything fully? I hope it's not you, but if it is, I'm going to help you change that. The first step is to become really aware of your language. At 15, my first coach taught me that I was never allowed to use the words try or can't. And I honestly believe that admonition changed the trajectory of my life. From this point forward, I want you to focus on your intentions. Our words define our reality, so be careful of what language you use in life. There's a real difference between, oh my gosh, I get to watch 18 videos, and, oh my gosh, I have to watch 18 videos? Or between a get-to-do list and a have-to-do list. And I want you to remember that most of your problems are first world problems. And how you frame your reality makes all the difference. There's overwhelming research on mindset and how it can either positively or negatively impact our lives. Since from this point forward, you're going to be modeling both being the manager everyone dreams of having and the employee your organization is proud to support, creating a positive mindset is critical to achieving everything I know you can during this program. So decide whether you're going to frame this program as, when am I going to find the time to do all this stuff in this program that my company's making me do? Oh. Or, wow, I get to be in this incredible program with all of these wonderful people and have access to some of the best trainings out there and be at a time in my life when I'm open and willing to implement new things. Can you see the change in energetic moving away from I have to and toward I get to? Yes? So I recommend that you eliminate all have-to-do lists in your life. and only have get-to-do lists. Does it sound like a plan? Who's willing? Say I am out loud now if you're willing to make that commitment. Go ahead. Come on, say it. I am. Good. These are high-class problems, right? Oh my gosh, I have too much life-changing training on my plate. I know that I have a great life, so when I catch myself dreading things that will honestly make my life better, like this program will for you, I consciously reframe to the positive, because what an honor it is to live in my life's purpose, working in my genius zone, using my superpowers, and making a positive impact on the world. Yes, it's work, but I don't have to walk 5 miles to get water every day. What we get to do is pretty incredible. And when you bring that spirit into your work, you become unstoppable. And that mindset emanates out from you and positively impacts everyone around you. Whenever you find yourself pushing up against an edge of your comfort zone, you're going to feel anxiety and stress. To push past those feelings so that you create the opportunity to grow and expand your comfort zone, start adding, "and I love it," to the end of a sentence that expresses your challenges. It will make a difference. For example, I have 3 meetings this morning and I love it. I feel overwhelmed and I love it. I have to rework my schedule and I love it. A second point I want to make here is that there's a difference between saying I'm stuck and I feel stuck, or I'm frustrated and I feel frustrated. I am conveys what you are as a person, whereas I feel conveys a temporary state. Do you get it? So try that on for size. And as they say, what you focus on expands. When you focus on problems, then you're going to have more problems. When you focus on possibilities, then you'll have more opportunities. Have you ever heard the saying, work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion? I really believe in that one too. What I've learned from my 30-year career working with organizations and managers is that a lot of time is wasted when people don't know what to do when, or they're switching from task to task to task. So they spend time thinking about what they're going to do next rather than just doing it. I take 5 to 10 minutes at the end of every day to prepare for the next day. I create and open whatever Google Docs I'll be using to write my content. I line up any resources that I need. If I have existing content I want to leverage, I'll cut and paste that into a Google Doc. So I'm not spending any time in the morning preparing. Instead, I walk in knowing exactly what I'm doing and ready to go. But it took me some time to train my focus to get a lot done. And if you're not used to doing a lot quickly, it may feel uncomfortable or overwhelming at first. And that's natural as you're expanding your capacity to get more done more quickly while maintaining a state of ease and flow. It's tempting to write off what you're experiencing and stop because it's not comfortable, but that just keeps you where you're at. Just like the famous cartoon trope of the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other, the choice is yours. I believe that you're infinitely powerful, capable, and resourceful. You can create anything you want when you understand what you want and you commit 100% to a specific outcome and time frame. I always say that success is all about giving yourself permission to have bigger problems. And as a mentor once told me, Cheryl, when you plan for what you know is going to happen, you can't fail. So I try to plan for the problems and embrace them when they come because that usually means I'm stretching myself, playing a bigger game, and making a bigger impact. When you approach your day with this mindset of focusing on the possibility of what you want and asking yourself at every moment, does this move me toward the goal or outcome I want, or does it pull me away? All of a sudden, you become a time warrior. You start to guard your time, energy, and attention as if your life depends on it, because it does. My schedule isn't yours, but the concepts can serve as a guide. I block out creation and coaching time, and I guard that time with my life. Pretty much nothing else gets on my calendar during that block unless it's absolutely urgent. What happens during that block is responsible for the success of our business, and it allows us to make the impact we're now having on the world. It's a simple thing with huge consequences, and the sooner you can carve out time in your schedule every week for the next 4 months to focus on your commitment to working this program with everything you've got, the greater your success will be. Work with your existing schedule of commitments and your natural creative flow to give yourself time to be in the zone of possibility and create the team and career you want. Don't kick yourself for the time you don't have. Focus on making the most out of the time that you do. So that takes me back to the second type of scheduling I'm going to help you with in this module. What needs to happen between now and the time this program ends 4 months from now to hit our goal together of you positively managing both yourself and your employees. Your success is based on discipline as much as it's based on effort. So the first thing I want you to do is block out a minimum of 2 hours each and every week for the next 16 weeks on your calendar right now to focus on this program. I recommend 2 one-hour blocks if you can. So pause the video and do that right now. Block out more time if you can, but do what's possible for you right now. Before continuing, make sure you take this opportunity to pause and schedule. Congratulations! You have just become a time warrior. You have just taken the single biggest step to reach mission accomplished in this program. And if you decide to continue this practice of time blocking beyond this program, you'll have created the most powerful success habit on the planet and will have joined the ranks of the world's most successful people. One thing I want to mention about those appointments you just made with yourself. I recommend you take them as seriously as you take appointments with others, because every time you keep a commitment, an appointment to yourself, you're building self-trust. You're telling yourself, I believe in myself, I'm worthy. And you're building the muscle you need to put your sights on bigger goals, aspirations, and pursuits. I've been practicing this for years, and I've got to say that I've reached the point where I have 100% self-trust. I know I can show up anytime and anywhere and say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done. I knew I could offer a program like this and create it on demand in the times I had, because I've built this practice and built that muscle memory over the years of self-discipline and training. I have trained my inspiration and creativity to show up on demand, and that's the master's path. True mastery is building the habits you need to develop and developing the self-trust to do anything that you put your heart, mind, and spirit to, and that's what I wish for you. And it all starts with how you choose to spend your time, energy, focus, and attention every day, starting today. Are you living with intention? Are you focused on possibility? Or are you giving your time, energy, focus, and attention away to the problems and squeaky wheels that are just part of life? When you make choices every day that align with your hopes, dreams, and aspirations for yourself, you can turn your ideas into reality. So if you ever struggle with procrastination, self-sabotage, or lack of self-trust, committing to this one habit of blocking your time and keeping your appointments with yourself can shift that for you once and for all. And don't get yourself tangled up by overanalyzing or sweating the small stuff. Those behaviors will stop you in your tracks. Now, the final scheduling appointment I want you to make at this point has to do with the work that's ahead of you. As I said in the bird's eye view, you're going to be doing quite a bit of work in the program, and you'll need to schedule yourself the time to do it. Starting in phase 1, you'll be working on setting expectations. I want you ready to do that work. So in addition to the blocks for working the program, you must block off a recurring 30-minute appointment for yourself twice a week, starting in 2 weeks, titled Time to Set Expectations. This will be an evolving process throughout the program, and you may finish it in less time. But for now, block that time out. If you finish early, it'll be found time on your schedule. That's all good, right? Before continuing, make sure you take this opportunity to pause and schedule. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yay, you've just taken another huge step to schedule your success and reach mission accomplished. You've carved out time each week for you to focus on working this program, and that includes making time in your schedule to watch these trainings, making time to take advantage of the coaching and support we're providing you, and you've also set time to set expectations. Doesn't that feel like a positive step in the right direction? You're taking control. And you're almost ready to start the program. However, be sure and watch the final pre-program module, the big picture, before the first module drops so you can be fully ready, because your success as a manager depends on your ability to take action on the invisible. Just like Indiana Jones, when he had to step out and there was nothing there, you may not be able to see everything clearly yet. The actions you take starting right now, though, will create the success that you desire. Leap and the bridge will appear, and I'll see you on the other side.